What's up, y'all? I'm Ini Ikpe, menswear stylist. Today, we're in Philadelphia. I'm about to link with the two-time Super Bowl champion, three-time Pro Bowler, social justice advocate, and founder of lifestyle brand Damari Savile. Number 27, Malcolm Jenkins. We're gonna talk social impact, fashion, and sports, and then we're gonna help him get ready for game day. You ready? Let's go. So Malcolm, you're a father, athlete, entrepreneur, and advocate. How do you find the time to balance all of these things?
It takes a lot of time management. It definitely does with all of those different, things that I'm involved with. But the one thing that I have done that's been really beneficial is just really surrounding myself with a team of people that help me execute all these things. So my mom's the president of my foundation. She's really the feet on the ground to make all of those things happen. Here at Damari Savile, I created a great team that keep this thing running and moving while I'm playing football. My partner, mother of my children, does a great job, with my kids and making sure that I can, create an environment where I'm, there and able to balance that as well. So, and really, it's all women that are on my team. So you look at every great man, it's usually a team of women behind them that are doing great things, and I'm no exception.
What inspired you to create the Malcolm Jenkins Foundation?
Yeah, actually, it was my mom. I was really involved in the community in college through my fraternity, Omega Psi Phi, and then the football team. And I got down to New Orleans with the Saints and was doing a lot with the team. But it was a lot of one-off things, go read books to kids here or do something here or there. And my mom really challenged me, like, how do you have measurable success? How do you do something that's focused on one thing and kind of growing that? And so we created the Malcolm Jenkins Foundation in 2010 in New Orleans. We started with a scholarship program and a life skills program that we did with some high school kids. That program is still in existence now. Today we're still doing scholarships, but since then we've expanded the foundation to not only serve the city of New Orleans, but also Columbus, Ohio, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and up and down New Jersey, where I'm from.
When it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to say?
I'm still pulling that or pushing through that. I think I obviously want my legacy to be way bigger than sports. I think that'll be a very small portion of what they say about me when it's all said and done. But I definitely want to say that I used my platform and my gifts and privilege and blessings to the fullest, potential to make this world better and really give people a chance and fight for those who don't have a voice, those who look like me, who come from the same neighborhoods I come from, because I can. And if you can, you should.
Well, Mark, now that I got to know you a little bit better, let's check out the store.
Let's do it.
By the way, congratulations on your third consecutive Sports Illustrated Fashionable 50.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you've been working hard on that.
Listen, man, people are starting to notice, so continue to do your thing.
It helps when you have your own store.
This is true. How would you describe your personal style, Mark?
You know what? I think it's ever evolving. Like for me, I really like the aesthetic of a suit, but I don't like it in a traditional sense. And so I'm trying to redefine what that looks like. So wearing it, more of a casual, dress down everyday type of thing, but still keeping it kind of that classic silhouette.
Nice. Who are some of your favorite designers currently?
Right now, I think, I really love what Pierre Moss is doing.
Very nice.
Rich Fresh is another one that's doing some those stuff with different fabrics and different silhouettes, man. Those are the two right now I'm probably following the most.
Have you heard about Hilton?
I've seen some of their stuff. I'm starting to get hip to what they're doing. What I've seen, I've loved so far.
Now, these black designers that we're referencing, is that what inspired you to create Damari Savile?
No, I actually, I was using a bunch of custom clothiers just, as an athlete because I can't buy off the rack. And I was the one putting together all of the looks, and I'm like, I might as well cut out the middleman and do it myself. But I think one of the things, as I've seen black designers really own their narratives, and that's what I really love about what Kirby's doing with Pierre Moss, is the storytelling that he's doing through his clothes is something I wanted to do. And so we started to rebrand what we're doing with Damari Savile and really kind of put that culture first. And so, like I said, when you have a traditional business like suiting that goes all the way back to Savile Row in London, it's like, how do you bring that to the modern age male that is for the culture? And so we try to do things like incorporate fabrics from my travel, or especially when it comes to the linings and different things, dressing it down, adding the sneakers, just really owning what that look is. That's what we're trying to do here at Damari Savile.
Speaking of traveling, since you do like to travel, I saw an outfit, and I want you to tell me, what was the inspiration behind this look?
Oh, see, this right here, I really wanted to get back to Africa. I'd never been. So my first chance to go, I went to Ghana and had an amazing time. Learned a ton just about, your own heritage and kind of, how we all got here. And one of the things I did was I had one of the women there make me a custom-made kufi. And so they added a bunch of the symbols, especially the Sankofa right here, just talking about, how you always got to look back in order to go forward and never leaving the past behind you. And that just was, off of this kufi, I kind of inspired what I wore to the ESPYs. And I've made several trips since then, and every time I go back, I either pull some fabric or something and then try to incorporate it into our suits. So we did a small capsule collection that I named the Sankofa collection. And I wore one at the ESPYs and another one at the Fashionable 50 for the Sports Illustrated event.
So when you're building your outfits, and it's from start to finish, how do you do this?
So we started with the kufi, and then I'm kind of going off of the inspiration. I really wanted this like kind of coming to America meets modern age look, and so obviously wanted to go with a suit and keep it real. Like what would a king look like right now? Would this be able to fly in Wakanda?
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And so we went with something simple, just a white jacket, but we added like gold buttons to it to accent the kufi, and just went black. But then also went with the military boots to make it look just strong, like this is a distinguished general.
Maybe a Malcolm X.
A little bit something like that. Yeah.
Let's play a game.
All right.
It's called Heat Check. But before we get started, you being a suiting connoisseur, I think it's only right we make this the suited edition.
Yeah, let's do that.
First up, we have Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, wearing a three-piece gray flannel chalk stripe suit by Jets Playbook. Malcolm, is it to look warm, hot, or fire?
I ain't gonna hate on him because he's the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, but I would say it's hot. I really like the pinstripe. I'm an advocate for it. I think it's one of those waves that's coming back. It's got the three-piece, the Chelsea boots that goes with it. The only thing I think knocks it down is just the shirt and tie combination. I was an avid bow tie wearer for a long time.
I remember.
And one of the things with bow ties is those are usually the statement pieces of the outfit. And so you don't want to have a suit that's competing with the tie, and I think that's kind of what's happening. I would have loved to see him either do no tie or just go with monochromatic shirts or something like that, but I think it's still a good look.
Next up, we have Texans wideout Kenny Stills wearing a hunter green belted suit by Hilton. Malcolm, rate this look.
It's fire. I love it, man. I think one of the things about suiting that I enjoy and that I try to accomplish is, it's usually thought about as being kind of like a formal, kind of, stuffy look, but anybody who can wear a suit in a casual way and make it look easy in the fashion game, I think is fire. He's got the belted look. It makes it look like a robe.
Exactly.
They extended it down so it looks nice. It's a minimalistic look. Doesn't have much jewelry on or watches. Just nice shoes, a nice fit, some shades. I think it's fire.
Last but not least, we have Giants wideout Cody Latimer wearing a neoprene black short suit with red trim by Rich Fresh. Does this look warm, hot, or fire?
I see what he's like trying to go with.
Okay.
I'd have to go warm just because of the execution. I think whenever you're trying to make like these big statements, like the details matter. And so like I look at I love the jacket, like the shawl collar, it's got the bib silhouette with the red piping that they meet perfectly.
Absolutely.
The jacket's fire, but when you add it to the shorts, like I feel like the shorts are a little bit too short. The red trim on the shorts are thicker than the jacket, so it looks like he got on hoop shorts a little bit. And just even the shirt I think could have been a little bit more casual. So it's like, I think small details could have made this look fire. If he just did it with regular pants, I think the look is clean. But I think he just missed the mark on some of the details.
I mean, attention to details.
That's just me. I look at all of those things because I feel like whenever you're trying to make statements, if you look like you're doing too much, you probably are. And it's like the ability to make a statement but make it look flawless and make it look easy. Like you're not trying. That's kind of where that sweet spot is.
So rule of thumb, simplicity is always key. On a previous episode, I spoke with your counterpart, Rodney McLeod. So I'm going to ask you a similar question. In the locker room, which 3 players would you say have the best style?
I would start with Rod. He's obviously got a consistent look, versatile, switches it up every year.
Real great street style for sure.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Then there's Jalen Mills, very flashy, loves big colors, got green hair. His shoes are always like, the centerpiece of what he's doing. But it fits him. It's not like he's trying too hard or anything like that. So I respect what he's doing. I couldn't pull it off, but it works for him. And then another guy who I think is very, very consistent, but like is kind of low key, has a really good fit, has puts his outfits together completely. Where it looks good on him, it looks confident, it looks easy. Is Vinny Curry. Not just because he shops with us, but it's just the way he puts everything together, especially as a big man.
Yeah.
I definitely got respect for what he does.
And he's from New Jersey, so y'all had that connection.
Yes, he's definitely a Jersey guy like myself, and I like to believe we know what we're doing.
Around the league, who would you say has the best style?
I'll put myself up there.
Okay.
Obviously, just because I felt like my style has really been developing over years and been changing, evolving. But another guy that I really has been stepping up, has really been catching my eyes, Kenny Stills. Just, because he has a look that's unique to him. He don't have no shirts, he got the chest tats, all the things, different silhouettes he's doing. I like what he's doing. Another guy who's been really a fashion icon, even outside of sports or just in the fashion world in general, is Odell Beckham. He's always on the scene. He's at all of the different events and fashion shows. He's built that persona for himself.
In the league, is there any team that can compete with the Eagles when it comes to the suit game?
I don't know, man. I think top down, our roster, obviously, because we have the plug, me.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of cheating because, we got so many guys that shop with me, that we dress. We're in the building almost every other week. But another team that I've seen that comes with it is the Houston Texans. You got Bradley Roby, D-Hop, Watson, Kenny Stills. All those guys come strong with it. And they got their own unique looks, too. Some of it's streetwear, some of it's like Kenny Stills, where it's like this fringe between street and suits.
Yeah.
I think they do a good job.
So here's another game. It's called Price Tag. I'm going to show you a few items with 3 prices to choose from, and I want you to choose the right one.
Okay.
First up, we have the highly anticipated Air Dior Jordan 1 High OG sneaker, made in Italy with Italian leather, Dior oblique Jacquard swoosh, and Air Jordan wings. Guess the price tag. Is it A, $800, B, $1,650, or C, $2,000?
I'm going to be honest. Shoes are my Achilles heel, no pun intended. I say B, $1,600.
Actually, it's C, $2,000.
That makes sense.
Yeah. What's interesting about this collaboration is it's actually more so Dior than it is Jordan. So that's why the price point has been a bit elevated.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah. Next up, we have the Dark Magnolia Fedora by Mushika, made with 100% rabbit's felt. And the brim size is 4 inches. Now, Malk, I know you appreciate a good hat, so I had to add this to the list. What's the price tag? Is it A, $750, B, $2,000, or C, $3,300?
You know what? I wear hats, and I'm a big fan of Mushika, what they do. But I've yet to inquire what the price is, so I'm hoping it's like A, $750, because I'm a little frugal with my shopping.
Well, you're absolutely correct, because that hat is a $750.
I might be doing some shopping soon.
And Cam Newton, this is the hat company that he wears a lot as well.
Yeah, that's why I first saw it, became familiar with it, but I see what they do with the customizations, and stuff's fire.
Nice. Last but not least, we have the luxury watch company, Richard Mille. Now, you might recall that OBJ wore this during his Week 1 matchup versus the Titans and received a lot of publicity. It's a limited edition RM 1103 collab with the McLaren Racing, and only 500 of these watches were made. Guess the price tag. Is it A, $75,000, B, $190,000, or C, $333,000?
See, I remember this was a big deal because I was like, I'd never wear a watch like that in a football game. So I would go with C, $300,000+.
Well, actually, the watch is $190,000.
Oh.
And OBJ, being OBJ, decided to wear this in practice and during the game. I think he even got fined for it.
To each his own. I spend that much money on anything is not going to be on the football field, I promise you.
So let me ask you, out of the 3 items, which one would you take?
I'll probably go with the Mashika hat. That's just more of what I would do. I don't really spend a ton of money on jewelry, and I'm not really a Jordan guy. But the hat's right up my alley.
Nice.
And it's the cheapest one on the list.
So, Malk, now that we got all the fun out the way, let's get you ready for game day.
Let's do it. Nice touch.
Yeah, absolutely. Can always appreciate a nice cabal suit from yours truly, Damari Savile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cabal, that's a nice fabric. It's just top of the line right there.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. And I like how we paired it with the Givenchy sneaker.
Yep.
I think very, very clean. And then the accessories, the watch, the necklace, the bracelets. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Can't, man. Just plays off a little bit of black that's in there.
Absolutely.
Just a clean look, man,
Yeah.
Just when you feel like you want to be a boss.
Yeah. And I notice every time you get dressed, a lot of the time you do. I love the collar that you do, man. It's just.
Yeah, this is my favorite one, man. The lapel, the shawl collar, man.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do. It's usually one of the ones it used to be like a formal look.
Yeah.
But I try to take it and dress it down, put
Absolutely.
it into what I do. It's my favorite lapel for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I like it, man. Great look.
Cool.
Man, this is a clean suit, man. I've always been a fan of the double-breasted.
Yes.
Like, it's flawless.
Yeah.
I think simplicity is key. Mandarin collar, and we cannot forget the fear of God. Jerry Lorenzo knows what he's doing with these shoes.
Yeah, he's doing a good job with it,
Yeah.
man. I think, for me, it's just, this is more like that classic look, normal like business suit. I love double-breasted. Like, I feel like it's coming back. But you got just your navy blue, and you let really the double-breasted silhouette as well as the brown buttons kind of pop off and bring it to life. Obviously, the fear of God's. Just minimal, accessories. The Damari Savile pin just to let them know where it came from.
Let them know where it came from for sure.
But I don't like to rock ties too many times. So, like you said, the Mandarin collar, a must for me.
Yeah.
It's just a clean look, man.
So, Malk, now that we did both looks, I think they both were amazing. Now, man, is the hard part. You just get to decide which one you want to go with.
And none of the hard parts on me, I guess.
Yeah.
I got some decisions to make, but we'll make it happen.
You look good either way.
Appreciate you, man.